And we are back with another episode of Wasted Local Talent. This week we have Ignite Entertainment from down in Clarksburg, and Jed is not with us today. We have my brother Michael, who's also the owner of 13 Palm Trees, our parent company. How you doing today, Michael?
I'm good. Good.
I
think I am. I'm excited to be here. I think.
You think?
Yeah. Well, you know how like whenever it's kind of weird. Like whenever you watch football, and then there's like this backup quarterback that comes in and then does like way better than the starting quarterback, and then it's like really awkward. Like that's how this is going to be with Jed being gone.
Yeah.
So just be really prepared for how amazing this is going to be.
Don't let them down. You're going to get their hopes up.
Jed lets everyone down every day, so it's really not a big deal.
So true. So true. So yeah, we've got Ignite Entertainment.
Woo!
And you can find them online. Their Instagram is at Ignite Variety Show, Facebook.com/Ignite Variety Show. And they also have a website. It's ignitevarietyshow.com. And it's going to be a fun interview today. And
you could say there's going to be a variety of people.
A variety of people. Yeah, this will be the biggest interview we've done with 4 people. So it'll be fun. Hopefully they keep talking so I don't get really awkward like I typically do.
You're just an awkward person, but that's okay because I love you and I'm here to support you.
I appreciate it.
Has Jed ever told you that on the air?
No.
I didn't think so. No. I love you and I'm here to support you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm already bringing a different dynamic than what Jed brings to the table.
I like that. I like that we need a different dynamic every once in a while.
Yes.
Maybe I'll step out next week and you can just do it yourself.
Well, I guess see you next week, guys.
All right. And also, if you guys like the music that you're hearing in the beginning and the end and all that and all the episodes, that is from Worst Kept Secret. They're out of Morgantown. You can find them on Instagram at Worst Kept Secret WV, Facebook.com/Worst Kept Secret WV, and also check them out on Bands in Town by searching for Worst Kept Secret. And I know that they're on iTunes and Spotify and all that too. And the song's called Bender.
I heard a rumor that they really love playing that song live.
I heard that rumor too. They actually told me themselves personally. They sent me a personal letter in the mail signed by all of them say, hey, we really, really, really love Bender.
Yeah, and if they took the time to handwrite it, they really are sincere about the fact that they really want to hear you all want them to play it.
Yes. So if you're at a show, request it. Go up to Sean or Jared or Pat, any of them there, and just be like, yo, play Bender 3 times.
In a row.
Straight. Yes. So, but all right, we're going to go ahead and get to the episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. Also, wait, before we do that, I want to tell you about our plugs so you can follow us.
Hey.
So you can follow us on Instagram at Wasted Local Talent, Facebook, Wasted Local Talent as well, and then Twitter at Wasted Local. Also, don't forget to check us out on iTunes and all of your favorite. If you're checking this out right now, then why would I tell you to do that?
Just
Never
because
mind.
you really want people to know.
I really want people to know.
Just because you're listening to it on iTunes for your convenience doesn't mean that you can't check us out on Stitcher or Podbean or Google Podcasts or anywhere else that maybe you don't have your phone on you. Maybe you're at work and you need to check us out on the websites. We have other places you can find us, and that's important.
And the great thing is that we are now on Spotify because after 5 episodes, we're on Spotify. So that's beautiful. But yeah, check us out there. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share and comment and all that stuff because it really helps us out. And also don't forget to check out our other podcasts that we have here on 13 Palm Trees. We have one called D&D Kinda where Michael actually is the DM and the rest of us get really drunk and piss him off the whole time. It's fantastic.
It's fantastic for them.
Yeah.
Not so much for me, but it is what it is.
It is a lot of fun. And then Michael and Ryan, another one of the co-owners of 13 Palm Trees, have another one that they're
Are you having trouble today, Daniel?
I am. I'm just excited for football today. But yeah, Video Game Mythos. Michael and Ryan break down a video game character each week and kind of go into their backstory and a little bit of lore and everything about them. So.
It's challenging. It's a fun one. And it's really easily digestible, short, like 15, 20-minute strips. Really easy for your drive to work. Nice and fun. Check it out. Anywhere the podcast can be found.
Yes. And here we have Ignite Entertainment. Woo! What's up, everybody? I'm Daniel,
And I'm Michael.
and today we are wasting our talent with.
Ignite! Entertainment and variety show.
Okay, so Ignite. So, where are you guys based out of?
We're mainly based out of Clarksburg, but we have members from Frostburg,
Oakland, Cumberland,
Salem,
Preston County.
Doddridge County.
Allegheny County.
So if you had to like describe what your business was in like 3 sentences, like what would it be?
Or more than 3 sentences.
Yeah,
you can.
man.
Yeah, they do so much. I know. I've obviously dated an ex member of theirs, and I know they do a lot more than just one thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, what? Yeah,
Wow. 3 sentences.
you don't have to.
Well, no, I was just,
He was just
like
good.
summarization. Essentially, what do you guys do? I'm very new to this. I don't know much about it, so I'm just curious as to what am I about to hear? I'm just curious.
It's like a burlesque circus.
But at the same time,
Variety
we're
show.
Yes, we're very variety.
We
And-
take a theme and run with it
Oh, yeah.
and make and just create
Beauty.
Create beauty and art. Yeah.
Everybody definitely has that really good creative aspect that's different about each and every one of us. And like they're saying, we kind of mix it up a little bit depending on our show or the event. You know, we kind of what was that you?
I think the beautifulness of being in sort of the entertainment industry is not really putting a name or a category necessarily on it. We certainly have different facets that we excel at, but I also believe like the second that you put a name on it and say this is what we do, then that's all you will ever do.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so our group of artists basically, and good things just keep coming our way. And when they call, they give us a theme, we run with it, we get together, we work our creative minds, fine tune it, and then turn it into something beautiful and just get out there and spread the
it.
love.
So whenever you get a show booked, they give you a theme that they want you to do, or you pick that theme.
It varies. Sometimes we'll get a specific show. Like we just did Dinner on Blanc in Pittsburgh, and they specifically wanted Woodland Fairy. So we took the theme Woodland Fairy and white and
All white.
right. And we ran with that.
But it's
And
after Labor Day, though.
Right?
I was
what's
thinking
up
the
with
same
that?
thing.
Come on now.
Fashion guru Daniel over here.
Come on now.
it was hard to wrap my mind around at first. It was hard, I think, for everybody.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, just think Woodland Fairy in Alaska.
And before Labor Day.
Right. Before
So-
Labor Day in Alaska.
So Jeff, do you own Ignite?
Yes.
Okay, so you're the owner, and you do. Obviously, I think you all do. Do you do your own choreography, or do you head up that and then let everybody kind of take their creative freedom from there?
We do group dances, which you choreograph, and then we do solos, duets, trios, which the artists will get together and usually choreograph themselves or together, or
We kind of create a skeleton.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we definitely like to go to Jeff for those fine tunings.
Yes.
And what's something else more extravagant that I could do? Teach me something.
Or I don't know how to end mine, like usual. And he's like, okay.
So,
He's very helpful.
so on stage, you guys have like stage names that you go by, like
Yes.
certain ideas. So Haley, I know that you are with a lot of glitter.
Yeah.
'Cause I've
Oh,
told you
yeah.
how much I fucking hate glitter.
We all
so-
do.
They all do. I do
So-
the most, though, I think. But
So-
my stage name is Valhalla because people have to go through me to get to heaven. or hell, whichever.
And Aaron,
Smooth.
Aaron. So Aaron, what's your like specialty and like your stage name?
My stage name is Jesus himself, or Jesus H. I spin fire in probably 12 or 13 different ways.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, I don't eat it. I don't I don't spit it yet. Not yet, at least. But I mean, it depends what is needed. I mean, I'm also a dancer. Like I have the ability to learn choreography. I have a lot of I try to be me and express myself in so many different ways.
Multifaceted.
Yeah, but
definitely.
my favorite thing is to just fire hoop, because fire hooping is my specialty.
He's
I
pretty
can
bomb
mix.
at it.
I can mix a lot of different other flows with it and just run with it, because I've been doing it probably 10 years or more.
So what's like? I'm a sidebar. I'm going to get to Shasta and Jeff about your specialties. But have you ever like in the learning process and still to this day, have you ever had an accident and like caught yourself on fire? Because that would be my biggest
Yeah,
concern,
I mean,
especially
like,
because you've got long hair too. So,
Yeah,
you know.
I have really long hair. I just usually have it up. I pretty well know where the flames are. I mean, even if my hair is down, I could probably swing my hair around in a specific way and not burn it. But I mean, I can singe. I've singed some hair.
Yeah, the scariest part is watching him and his hair fall out of the ponytail and just being like, "Oh shit, like, what's gonna happen?"
I've burned myself a couple times, definitely, but it's all part of like the learning process. It's never been like a torch in my eye or anything that is dramatic. I mean, you learn from your mistakes, so.
Right.
One of our other fire performers, Mariah, actually had a unique, because I asked her about the burn, like if she'd burned herself. And she says, sometimes the flame kisses me. And I just thought that was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Because she was saying, and I think it's sort of common, we all face pain, but from that pain, there's always that give and take, like pull my hair, but just with hers, for instance, and I'm sure with yours as well, like when that flame touches you, it's that.
It's a rush. You
That real
little bit of adrenaline. Like,
Okay.
There we go.
So it's very
Show must go on.
a very loving relationship, I would say, between the performer and the fire.
Yeah.
And a very symbiotic relationship. And when they go.
Yeah,
And
Mariah's
it
got
is
so
just
much passion with it.
beautiful to watch.
So she's describing it right.
So Shasta, what's
Yes.
what would you say your specialty and your stage name and all of that?
My stage name is Scarlet Daisy. That one was kind of that took me a while to figure out. I think with all of us, like you really want to put a lot of thought into your stage name. But my specialty, I've danced, I've known Jeff since I was like 6. He was the one who introduced me to Ignite, and this is like my second family now, so I definitely thank him for that. I started out clogging with him when I was 6 and then just grew into hip hop. That's definitely my comfort zone. So I definitely try to bring my hip hop to, our performances, solos, group dances. But then there's always, I gotta have that sexy aspect of it. It's this group has helped me out in so many different ways, coming in as a new member since Ignite came out, and it's just crazy. Like you could ask these guys, the person that I was coming into this group was a completely different person. I'm definitely more out of my bubble now.
Yeah.
In a
We're
good
bringing
way.
her sexy out.
That's right.
She evolved.
Literally, when I think about her picking the name Scarlet Daisy, it was perfect because of the flower aspect of that. Like she has really bloomed. When we first started rehearsals, I remember you wouldn't even dance if there was a
Person watching.
a person in the room
Yeah.
that wasn't with our group.
Yes.
And everything was, you wore so many layers. Like, you were layered up, like
Yeah.
Like an onion,
t-shirt
like
over
Shrek.
long sleeve. Yeah.
An onion.
Like, she was an onion.
It was winter at that time, so I'm gonna use that as my excuse.
It was like April.
Stop! No, it wasn't. It was like March.
No.
But you guys, coming into it, everybody was immediately welcoming, immediately like, oh my gosh, you're amazing, you have to stay, and just made me feel so comfortable. Everybody's so supportive and definitely has that family environment. And so that's where it was easy for me to just kind of let loose and shed those onion layers off, I guess.
So, Jeff, as Ignite Entertainment, how long have you been doing that, and how long have you actually been choreographing and all of that?
I started dancing when I was 7 years old. And so I've been trained in ballet, jazz, tap, clogging, ballroom,
Fosse.
And I started actually choreographing when I was around 16. And that was for local cheerleading squads, local dance teams, local dance studios. And then at 18, I got a dance scholarship to college, and that was amazing. And then I went to school in North Carolina, and when I came back, just continued on the choreography. And I opened my own studio, and I realized that was my therapy. That was my way to escape, because I put my heart, and I put my anger, and I put my sadness or my happiness into a piece. And the best feeling is being able to sit back and watch it be done properly, and know that the dancers are having fun with it, know that the dancers are getting the meaning behind it, that the dancers are portraying that to the audience, and then the audience reaction to it, and then being part of that audience and versus being on stage, hearing the reaction from the audience. And I very much, I create, but it's very much the artists who bring it to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you not perform with them, or is there like every once in a while do you perform with them and do pieces with them?
I did perform last night. So, and for special occasions, I usually perform. But as far as our burlesque and our fire shows, I usually am making sure that they're ready backstage, or the stage is cleaned off, or moving poles, sweeping up
Sounds
her
like
glitter.
I help.
Glitter to
You do
me-
not help.
I have helped.
So each of you have like their own specialty in different pieces, and do each of your shows have ways of incorporating each one of those pieces in,
Oh, yeah.
or do there,
We
or are
do.
there some shows that have certain aspects and some shows that have others, or are you all? Is it just all of you are one unit every time you go into a show, or they're pieces and different? You know, what I'm trying to say, like
It's all different
Yes.
pieces. We kind of create our own thing, and
Yeah.
Jeff really helps with the message that
Definitely.
we have a ground to grow on.
And then we all kind of take our own individual aspects of what makes us us to bring it, to that show. And what Jeff wants out of it, what the event director wants out of it, and just create it from there, like he's saying, kind of from the ground up. And
so you guys are all a piece of the puzzle, and then
Yeah,
he puts it
that's
together
right.
and makes a picture out of it.
Definitely.
That's good.
Like we're all on the same wavelength, even being so far away.
yeah.
But he's like, we're doing this. I want it to feel like this. And then we come together a week before the show, and it's there and it's perfect. And we're like, all right, let's do it.
It's awesome.
Yes.
So as far as like, themed shows, this one's basically for Aaron. What would you do if it was like a water themed show with fire? I'm just curious.
I've actually thought a lot about the water theme shows, like, or like elemental, because hula hoops are very versatile with anything. You can put water in a hula hoop. You can put fire on a hula hoop. You can put sand in a hula hoop, and it's any element that you want, you can use. I've always wanted to like create like a kind of thick, heavy hoop with water and stab holes in it and have it.
Oh, that would be really
That
cool.
would be
That would be
so
cool.
cool,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Well,
it'd
see, you were
probably be
prepared for
pretty-
that. I thought I was going to catch you off guard with that one. Shit.
No, you
You're
can't
way
catch
ahead of the
me
game.
off guard.
He thinks of everything for sure.
So I know you guys have a show coming up on October 19th.
Yes.
Correct? And that's at Vice, correct?
No, that's
not
the
at
Uptown
Vice.
Event Center.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Downtown Clarksburg.
Okay, so it's Uptown Event Center in
In
Clarksburg.
right behind the courthouse. It used to be the YWCA. And this is actually our first show that we're actually hosting ourselves. And it's our Halloween show. So we sort of,
It's going to get messy.
we love the holiday Halloween. And I think that we have a unique way to bring it to life. And so this was the right time to host our own event, definitely.
So this show, since you guys were hosting it, you got to choose, bring out your creativity since you got to pick the theme. And is the theme just Halloween, or is there a particular Halloween theme you guys are going for, or?
Or if you don't want to give that away.
It's Halloween.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's just
if that's a secret, that's cool. I was just curious.
I think we're all going to get as scary and as freaky as possible. I know I am.
Of course you are.
It's going to be
Yeah.
demented and weird.
There's gonna be a lot of surprises.
Yes.
I thought didn't we settle on country house? No.
That's a little running
There will
inside
be
joke
no-
they've got going.
I kind of want a flaming chainsaw.
Ooh.
Can we get that?
I want lots of blood.
Cool. If you have a flaming chainsaw, you might have a lot of blood.
Yeah, right.
Saying, you might not need to prepare. You might not need to prepare for that one.
The idea.
So that was October 19th at the Uptown Event Center in Clarksburg, right
Yes.
behind the courthouse.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And it'll be an early show for us because we're used to performing
12:30.
like 12:30 at night. So this one will be like doors will open around 8:30, 9 o'clock. And it'll give us a chance to reach part of our fan base who isn't awake at 12:30 in the morning
Yeah.
or who has kids and want to just have a night out and get a babysitter for like an hour and a half. And
Okay. So you said
see a
there
cool
was a.
show.
Oh yeah, sorry. You said that there was a cap too, right? There's only so many people that building will hold.
right.
Okay. No.
125.
125.
Yeah. So tickets are going to go fast.
Okay. Are you pre-selling tickets?
Yes.
Okay.
And you get them on our Facebook page at Ignite Variety Show and or on our website at ignitevarieityshow.com.
Okay. And you guys also have an Instagram too, where they can check out
Yes.
pictures and kind of give you a follow and
Yes.
check out what's going on.
We've all
And
got
that's
Instagrams,
Ignite
Facebooks,
Variety Show.
everything. We've got
Everything
Entertainment?
is no. Everything is
It's
at
all
Ignite,
Ignite Variety Show. Yeah.
We get all of our t-shirts made by Thunderprints.
Thunderprints.
And you should get your t-shirts made by Thunderprints.
Thunderprints.
ThunderprintsWV.com, at ThunderprintsWV on Instagram and Facebook. Merchandise, t-shirts, hoodies,
Ooh,
screen print. Man, we just had a moment.
we just had a moment.
And you could have a moment too if you wear Thunderprints apparel.
Yeah.
So you should do that. And if you use the promo code Thunder13,
Thunder 13.
you get 13% off your first order.
First order.
So tell them
Tell them.
you want that thunder.
Give them the thunder, Jed.
Thunder it up.
Thunder it up. So how long Ignite variety show, how long has that been a staple like that? That name. That's a very good look right there. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I say
we
March
always mix it
25th, the day after Get Your Freak On.
Yeah, I think we announced it the day after that. So, it was very, very much a one of those moments where it was like, there is not another name that fits this group other than, because they all had that fire, and it was so beautiful to see each one of them have this burning inside them for the performance and for the artistic value of it and the creativity to it. And I mean, it was just a burning desire to do it. And there's also the double entendre of out of ashes we will rise, and we
have
just keep going, like
No matter what.
I think because we said that so general, like we will rise, like that's just what we're gonna do.
And so Ignite, I know you don't want to touch on this topic too much or mention names or anything, but it actually spawned from another kind of company there.
Did it though?
Did it though?
Or did it? I don't know. I don't know too much about it. I'm just saying.
I will say this, that when I first met performers, they had all performed prior. And I don't want to negate anything that these performers did, because everything that I saw the performers that are in Ignite do was on point from the beginning of their career as performers. Have they done shows before Ignite? Yes. The ones who had the fire to continue
Continued.
did. And I was so very lucky to be in a room full of performers with that. And it was a very cathartic moment the first time that I met them. And
Oh God.
it was a rough period for a while, and most transitions are, but we really just clicked.
We could not
Right
be so
off.
lucky to just be in the hands that we were placed in. What we've created from March until now
Yeah.
has completely changed every single one of our lives. And it would not have if we would have stayed doing what we were doing from September until March. It wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah, it kind of went from like a performance group atmosphere and environment to more of like a movement that we're participating in. That it isn't something that we're just a group of performers.
So seeing as how you guys have kind of found your niche, and you guys have exactly, you have a vision and an idea of what you want. What do you look for? And let's say you are looking for someone else to join your team or anything like that. What's like the first thing that you look for in an individual to be part of this group?
If I say no or not.
Oh, hell yes. The
It really
maker.
is definitely the personality. Like,
Yes.
we vibrate at a very high caliber. We're very much about love and light, and we're very much about, stand on very important values of anti-bullying and
Body positivity.
body positivity and
Just general love and
the art,
respect.
supporting the art, the artists, supporting local artists,
Yes.
building people up. And when we have people come in to audition, you know, we let them work with us maybe till we can
See who they really
see
are.
Yes.
if they vibe with us, and if they can't jump up here, then you're only as strong as your weakest person.
Right.
And if somebody's vibing here, or vibing very low, then that's bringing the rest of the vibration down. And so it's very much, we've had to let go of some people who were talented performers, but just couldn't grasp the concept of this is a movement. This is more than just you.
Yeah.
And it's very much a very difficult process
Yeah.
to, because of the when you're in that space and everybody's there for the common reason and everybody's feeding each other and everybody's going at it 100%, you have to keep the integrity of the group. Sometimes you have to make very difficult decisions, and if you want to keep that energy going and you want to keep raising the bar, then sometimes you have to cut off some of the negativity, and usually the negativity will actually get
Weed
rid of
itself
itself.
out,
Yeah.
And that's been very nice for me that I haven't had to say, look,
It's not working.
can't sit with us.
You can't sit with us.
So yeah, it's very much either they raise their game or they raise their vibration, or they realize that, oh,
It's time to go.
it's yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
I think that's the same thing with like any kind of really
Yeah.
art, especially like bands. I've been in and out of bands forever, and if you have that one person who's like, it's either all about them or they're completely negative all the time. And you can practice and practice and practice, but then you go to perform,
And it's not
that one
there.
person throws it all off.
Yeah.
you know.
Yes.
So,
Ooh, yeah.
so, and I can only imagine with it's got to be a lot more difficult with as many people
Yeah.
as that you have with your group. Making sure that everybody's on that same page and not somebody's just doing it for themselves and doesn't care about the rest of the group. So
Yes.
it's got to be a very difficult process to go through.
At the same time, it's got to be reassuring though, because
That's
whenever
true.
your group or your band or your business or anything like that is really fueled by passion and everyone's love for what you guys are doing, it's real easy to spot the individuals who are
Yes.
not into it, but also at the same time, it's easy on you or as the business owner, the people involved with it, because just by maintaining that vibe, like you said, maintaining that momentum, the vibe, the love for what it is, other people will naturally fall off because they just realize, I'm bored. I'm not. I'm not really into it. It's not as fun as I thought it was going to be, and their expectations they set for themselves were dishonest. Therefore, they lose interest. So
At the same aspect, or the same time with that, it's like those are the same people that they'll fall off themselves, but then they'll blame the group.
Oh, yeah.
And they will
Yeah.
be like, hey, those guys were, blah, blah, blah. I've had that with bands where people just, the negativity, and then they'll quit on their own accord and then talk shit
Yeah.
on the band and on me, and the rest of the guys in the band, like we did something wrong. It's like, no, you just didn't show up. You did that yourself. Like, and then they have those, what they think in their head, they start to believe, and then they spread that around, and it's like, it's difficult,
It's very
to really
difficult.
overcome that sometimes, especially if they have an actual like voice in the community, because then you tend to get it. Like, I know I have gotten bad names from it. It's like, that didn't happen.
Right.
Like, and I'll show you text messages that it didn't happen. So,
Yeah.
I will post those.
Right.
But I'm not that kind of person that's going to post and blast somebody on social media.
Right.
So,
it does kind
but-
of get a little bit hard to not stoop down to that level
Yeah.
sometimes. When
Definitely.
all you want to do is be there, for your
Yeah.
family and for yourself, and just be like, I don't know, but yeah, it can get testing.
Yeah,
sometimes.
definitely. I mean,
yeah.
the what sort of drives me in it is very much when you go low, we're gonna go high,
Definitely.
and
1000%.
like I think because we are very much with burlesque especially, I think there's a lot of people that don't know what it is, and I think there's maybe this stigma about it, and so until they see a show, it's very much one of those, oh well, I heard this or I heard this. Well, come check it out, you know, for yourself.
Form your own opinion. Don't take
Exactly.
somebody else's opinion to heart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
For me, it's I'm gonna tell a story. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make you
Exactly.
scared. I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna make you
Cry.
nervous, and I'm gonna put glitter on myself while taking off my clothes. But I'm gonna tell a story.
Yes.
So
And I think that is the amazing part of what I've seen progress through this is taking concepts that everybody can relate to and turning it into this very real moment that the audience is experiencing, and that creates that connection between the performer and the audience. It's like, oh, I've been through that. I've been there. I felt that exact way. And when we, as artists, as dancers, as performers, I know, like I said earlier, how dance is my therapy. Performance is our therapy. Dance is our
Yes.
therapy. Fire is our therapy. And so if there is something that is very much causing us emotional feelings, any kind of emotional feelings, then we tend to dance it out and tell that story on the stage. And I don't know that I have said that anything is off limits, because I don't want to say anything is off limits, because I feel if this is what you are feeling and this is something that you need to dance out, you need to dance this out. One of our very first performances was opioid
yeah,
rally in Fairmont, and it had touched each and every one of our group. And we sat there, I remember sitting there and talking about it and just listening to how it affected everybody's life and how everybody knew somebody who had been affected or were affected themselves. And that show was so poignant, and I think really a turning point for
Yeah.
us, because it was sort of outside of our wheelhouse at that point. It wasn't burlesque, and we sort of stepped out of the box because we had that story to tell. And then I think that made the performers realize that we're more than just burlesque. Let's not classify just one genre.
Yeah.
You know, let's open to new things. And so from that opening, then we started getting, you know, different gigs that weren't just burlesque.
Yeah.
Is burlesque our forte? Do we love to do burlesque? Yes, definitely. Will we turn it out? Of course. But we'll turn it out at every show that we do, no matter, If we have a story to tell, if the artist has a story to tell, if the performer has a story to tell, it needs to come out. And I think that's what makes that great connection between the show and the audience, is that, especially with what you were saying, being blasted on Facebook or being blasted on
Yeah.
social media, to turn it around and to turn it into a piece of art is very therapeutic.
Yeah, that's and I appreciate that out of other artists too. A lot of people don't really get that kind of side of it, like whatever you're performing, like whatever your art is. Like whenever I write music, the song, like if I'm working on a song, that song, just the music, no lyrics. I don't write lyrics because they are awful. So the music itself, I try to kind of portray how I was feeling at that time.
Yes.
And it's really cool whenever I can have a friend listen to it and don't tell them what I was going through and be like, hey, just tell me how it makes you feel. And they get that same feeling.
Yes.
It's really cool. So I definitely I love that about other artists where they, you're performing and you are expressing, those feelings, those negative or positive feelings, either way, through what you do. And then the people that see that can, focus in on that, really get it and really understand it. And I think it's awesome.
That goes very much along with people's vibration as far as what they can perceive versus what they can conceive. So if they can't perceive it, they can't conceive it.
Yeah.
They've blocked themselves off from receiving
From feeling
a
anything.
beautiful message, or just because they've had to for some reason. But that's why before every show we do a little breathing
circle.
gathering circle, share the love, share the light, bring the energy level up. Let's do this performance. And it's very much, we know that the people in the audience are the people who are meant to be there that night to receive that message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to be a part of what you are doing with Ignite, do they just contact you on your Facebook, or anything like that?
Yep. They can contact us through Facebook, our website, Instagram. It's all checked daily.
A lot of it is friends, though. Is friends will come up, I want to be a part of this. Okay, come do a show.
Yeah.
And then they'll
Give
either
it a try.
stay or they won't.
Yeah.
Is that the same avenue people would get a hold of you if they wanted to book a show or something like that?
Yes.
Facebook or your
So it's
website.
Facebook, and it's Ignite Variety Show.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're on
It's-
Gig Salad as well.
Geek Salad?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the huddles, it's just great to know that we're looking around in our little powwow and we've all chosen this, and it's not something that we're gonna give up on.
Never.
It's not something that we're gonna choose one thing over another. If somebody else were to offer me something else, I wouldn't leave.
We're all definitely very close and very much
We'll be buried with each other.
with glitter. Oh my God, no.
50 years from now, we'll be on stage with our walker.
That's why I haven't joined yet, because I'm about 3 weeks away from a walker. I'm so old.
So am I.
I'm all about
Listen.
seeing Daniel in some burlesque. I'm just throwing it out there.
Let's
There's a story there.
Yeah, there is. We'll do it. I mean, fuck it.
see what's fine.
They're storytellers, and that's what I want to see
You
and
wanna see
hear.
that? I don't know. You've seen me in a dress before.
I've
I
seen way
haven't
too much
I
of
haven't
you
stripped
before.
in front of you in it, but so.
Burlesque
So-
is all about the tease. So
I think people, as soon as I'd walk on stage, though, if they're like, "This is a burlesque show," and I
They
walk
would get
on stage,
hard.
they would probably leave.
No.
You don't want people to leave.
Definitely
You'd have to put me
not.
at the end of the night, so everybody else
I'm
can be
at the
seen,
end
and
of
then-
the
Daniel, they said it's about
the
body
glitter on him.
positivity. All right.
Exactly.
Get
Oh
with,
no,
get with
I'm
the
fine
show,
with my
right?
body. I'm just saying, other people might not be. So,
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
those are the people that can't perceive or conceive it.
And they're not.
Comes full circle. Look at that.
so we're getting kind of close to the end here. I want to ask, what is the craziest thing that's happened at a show with you guys? If you can talk about it. If not, we can move to the second craziest.
We'll talk about anything.
All right, go for it.
I tell you.
They said nothing's off limits.
Hell
That's
yeah,
true.
do you.
Craziest. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's kind of a hard one, honestly.
Implying that there's multiple.
Yeah.
I'm down for 2.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell us multiple. That's fine.
Our
yeah.
shows are pretty crazy.
Probably, like, I mean, I was spanked pretty hard
Oh my
in front
God.
of about 350 to 400 people by
Yeah.
Mariah. It was pretty.
My whip
that
was
was cool. The
broken.
fetish night and vice versa.
She
it was.
broke
she-
the whip on his ass.
Yeah,
I
man.
went to town on that.
I had some pretty nice chaps. It was.
She
Yes,
rode
everyone-
you like
Oh
a
my
jockey.
God.
When she was on your back,
Oh.
when she was riding, her hair was going.
I mean, yeah, and
Yeah.
it's the song is just choke me, smack me, pull my hair.
Oh, it was crazy.
One
You
of our
were, you were
girls-
definitely crossing the finish line. at
Yeah.
Yeah,
No pun intended.
that. No,
Like fetish night was the craziest night because one of our pole dancers,
the
Amiki
best
Yvonne,
night.
had a strap on because it was
gosh.
fetish night.
Oh, I
and
can't
this
wait for the
older
next one.
woman came up and started sucking on it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was.
Jesus.
but listen, she has skills.
She does. She did.
She did.
Yes.
She did. I've pulled.
Those are our fans that we really appreciate.
Yeah.
Those are the
Because they are
ones.
sharing their
Yeah.
story with us.
Yes, they are.
We want those
And her
to come
story is
back.
beautiful.
Like I pulled a Barbie shoe out of my vagina, so that's crazy.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
It was
That
very-
shoe was too small.
It did not fit.
Did not
These
fit.
shoes are too small.
I'm really glad that we have the explicit tag for iTunes on this episode. We're safe though.
Yeah, we're
good.
safe. And nothing is off limits. So.
There's always, you know, I
Something.
mean,
I mean, I also spun fire with a rubber fist that night.
Yeah.
too.
Yup.
Oh, one of those, what are they called? The belladonna, like fists?
Yes.
Yeah. Those
Like,
things are awesome.
And
it
then
was
I
pretty.
used to have one at my old business at the Main Street Cafe. A
Weebit
band
did-
brought it and we
That's what I was
would play
Yeah,
with it.
Weebit
Poi.
boy,
came with the heavy artillery.
yeah.
Weebit, our
glow in the
contact
dark.
juggler, had Poi with very large glow in the dark dildos on it, and he was just like going crazy with them.
Yes.
Like, what the-
So that's
But
what you
getting-
consider very large.
And then
That
we
was
would-
large. No, I mean I've seen larger, but
But playing
These are the
with
stories.
those things, playing with those backstage, like one of us who has no clue what we're doing when it comes to contact juggling,
God.
you get hit in the face
Yes.
with one of those glow in the dark dildos. That hurts.
Yeah,
You
don't
said
wanna
playing with those
like-
things backstage. I got a very different image in my head.
Note to self: Shasta doesn't like it rough.
no.
Who's the now?
You're hilarious. These guys are
Richard!
Richard! Oh, goodness.
We've had a three-way on stage, so that was pretty crazy.
Wait, we've had an orgy on
That's what
stage.
I
We
was
have had an
that
orgy
wasn't
on
like
stage.
a 6 or
Technologic
7.
orgy, yes.
Like a real orgy.
It's a choreographed orgy.
Okay.
Not full
But it's
out.
an
Clothes
orgy.
are still
Planned.
Got it.
There is.
And we,
Details.
me and Nikolai and Scarlet Daisy have a bit where we're
Three-way.
it's a three-way,
Yeah.
and I'm the wife, and I catch him, and then I'm into it. So
But then you very much.
take control.
Well, but don't you have like this little new passion now with the mistress?
Yeah, I like her a little bit more than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds like what you're saying is, depending on the situation, these are pretty easy to choreograph.
No, not really.
We all just sort of get together Friday nights
and have sex, and then we're like,
have
we're doing
sex,
that.
and then-
Makes
That's
sense.
what we're doing.
I
Makes
say,
sense.
oh,
The hippie sex
that's a
ritual
story.
orgy.
That was a story. Let's do that.
The night's not over unless I'm in a G-string and covered in glitter.
It's
That's how I
hot.
see it. I'm
I
not
stand
done
by my
unless-
statement that
yeah.
glitter is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. The night's not over till we're all covered in glitter
We can
from
get
her.
some natural glitter soon.
I think I still have glitter on my face from last
Get some
night.
natural.
She still, Haley still has glitter on her face.
I do.
It's
I
everywhere.
probably
Obviously.
do.
All of us.
Everywhere.
You don't want, yeah,
From
everywhere.
Diana and Blonde.
All
I
of her
haven't
nooks and
showered.
crannies.
You can take
glitter.
10 showers like
Charcoal
me
and
last night.
glitter.
Listen,
Her
washing my
bathtub
face
literally
10
is
times.
rainbow
just-
glitter.
the day after a show, my bathroom, like the toilet, the shower, the sink, there's my cat.
Hell, you're
Like,
living
there's
right.
just glitter fucking
Your
everywhere.
cat.
My cat, he's covered in glitter and paint. You know.
Like 3 weeks later, people
Mm-hmm.
are still like wiping their ass and finding glitter.
But I don't care because I'm the one who's wiping the front and there's glitter, and blowing my nose and there's glitter, and cleaning my ears and there's fucking glitter.
Like we're
So
putting it
I do it for them.
in the
do it
WhatsApp.
for the
all of
kids.
us have
I
different
do it for the
pictures
kids.
of
Do it for
different
the fans.
orifices like filled with glitter, just sharing it.
I'm worried about it. I'm like wondering if I'm like gonna get
It's
cancer from it.
everywhere.
I don't think that that's a thing.
You already
What's
have
glitter made out of?
I don't know.
Exactly.
herpes.
Glitter?
apparently.
I thought it just.
It just is everywhere. It never goes away.
But like it disintegrates. Like
That's true.
you like I'll leave it on like it'll be like I'll put it on my head mostly like a lot of the time and like have something and I'll take it off and I'll shake my hair and there's glitter. But I'll look at my scalp like 2 weeks later and there'll be little red dots, but it's not glitter. It's just the dye that was left there from the glitter. I'm like, what the fuck is
lice.
that? It's not lice because it doesn't move. I have too much glitter in my hair to have lice. They don't like it either.
I know. And you stay clean.
And I stay clean. Not really. I didn't take a shower.
Oh, that's true. Who's a dirty bitch?
All right. So once again, Ignite Entertainment, October 19th at the Uptown Event Center in Clarksburg. If you'd like to get a ticket, just go to their, it's a Facebook page.
Yes, Facebook website.
Yep, Facebook.com/
Ignite Variety Show.
Okay. And then the website's just ignitevarieityshow.com.
Yes.
Awesome. And that's your, like they stated earlier, that's their very first show that they are hosting themselves. So definitely grab a ticket before it's too late.
That means no rules.
No rules. So come prepared. Halloween
Yes.
themed.
Yes.
It'll be a lot of fun.
What's a rule?
Bring a raincoat.
All right.
For the glitter.
Yeah.
The glitter and blood.
And your best Halloween costume.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we're having the costume.
Yeah.
Yes.
There'll be a best Halloween costume contest.
Do they win glitter?
They'll win something.
I don't know
We'll
if that's a
see.
win,
Well, from what I've heard, they're either going to win a glitter bath or a dildo to the face.
Yeah.
We can take them in the corner.
That's us.
We will bring you on stage. We're all about bringing people on stage.
Yes.
And then we will chase you with a fiery chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Congratulations.
In our underwear.
In a G-string.
So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. First off, I'm going to say hi to Cole over there. Hi. Staying quiet over there. Yeah, I've been Daniel, and
I've been Michael.
today we wasted our talent with
Ignite!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Entertainment Variety Show.
Ignite Entertainment. Ignite Entertainment.
Oh my God, Michael, will you be quiet for a second?
I can't. All
We're
right.
trying to do the outro here.
I'm just so excited about burlesque and fire hoops, and my mind is just full of entertainment and ignitions.
I think that you just want to be hit with dildos.
You got me. All right. I come on this show and I try to help and I try to be supportive, and the only thing you want to talk about is hitting me with dildos. I learned a lot from that episode, and I feel like you're just stuck in one moment, Daniel.
Me?
Yeah.
Dildos. What?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I learned a plethora about things that I didn't even know existed. Like a business that just specializes in like just a really strange form of art. Not strange like in a bad way, but like a unique way. Like really, I don't know. It was really cool to hear about anything in that line of entertainment. I didn't know it existed. Like
You've never heard of burlesque or fire or anything?
So I've
like
heard
that?
of burlesque, but like they touched on in the episode, like it had like this stigma around it that it was really not negative, but just like really obscure and for like a particular audience. But the way they spun it was like it could pertain to you as long as if you relate to that.
It's the art form. It's any kind of art. Like it's not about just, getting on stage and taking your clothes off. It's about what, the emotion that you're, portraying and like you're trying to get to them. Same thing with any art.
Well, it was just really cool to like the way that he portrayed like what the idea of around the whole art form was, like how it was supposed to tear down that wall.
Yeah.
And that really, it hit me personally because I was like, yeah, I definitely had that, not a negative stigma, but just like the stigma of what it was. And him telling me that, but it applied to me personally too. Yeah. So it was really cool. I had a really good time with the interview.
Stop building fucking walls and just be yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm just
Maybe you should join and, kind of find out who you really are.
I mean, I think personally, I would look really good as a burlesque dancer. So why don't you go ahead and tell me, since I'm all excited about this right now, where I can find more information about Ignite Entertainment and Ignite Variety Show?
You can find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Ignite Variety Show. They've got a website. It's ignitevarietyshow.com and Instagram at Ignite Variety Show. And
I can go there to both find out events and get tickets to their show.
Yes. Yeah, they do have a show on October 19th at the Uptown Event Center in Clarksburg. It's right behind the courthouse.
And it's Halloween themed.
And you can get tickets on their Facebook page and their website.
And where would I go to look at their Instagram to kind of get an idea of what they do at their other shows?
I just said that, but I'll say it again. It's at Ignite Variety Show.
Well, I have a hard time paying attention to you because I'm so excited about Ignite Entertainment and Variety Show. So
the past 30 years, you've just been so excited about Ignite that you just couldn't pay attention.
You really don't know my life, all right? Don't just assume that you don't know me, all right?
So yeah, definitely give them a check out. Instagram, Facebook, website. It's all Ignite Variety Show. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to us here at Wasted Local Talent. Instagram and Facebook is at Wasted Local Talent. Twitter at Wasted Local. And our parent company, 13 Palm Trees.
13 Palm Trees. That's the thing that I do.
That's the thing that he does. That's the thing that Michael does. Well, we all do it. We all have different roles.
We all do it. Some do it more than others. But
we have a very weird relationship as brothers. It's 13palmtrees.com and check them out. And don't forget to check out our other podcast that we have up. It's D&D Kinda.
That's the best one. Just throwing it out there.
And then Video Game Mythos. They're both on all the major podcast apps except for Spotify.
They'll be there soon.
They will be there soon. So give us a check out. It'll be a lot of fun. And have a great day.
Daniel's not going to have a great day, but I'm going to have a great day. And you should have a great day too.
I never have great days. That's just
your life is a depressing mess.
It's depressing. And Alex Lilly is here. Holy shit. We're going to get off here. We'll see you guys later. Imagine yourself on a beach. The sun's beating down. But there's something shading you from the sun. It's a palm tree. 13 to be exact. This podcast was brought to you by 13 Palm Trees Podcast Productions. Check us out online at 13palmtrees.com.